ActionAid International The Gambia recently rolled out a 3-day training workshop for journalists, bloggers, and content creators. The training, held in Mansakonko in the Lower River region and funded by the United Nations Peace Building Fund, was aimed at enhancing positive youth engagement in civic matters. It was also geared towards equipping media practitioners with essential skills to foster a more inclusive society. Awasane tells us more.
The training program was part of the broader efforts to create an enabling environment for youth leadership through collaborations with civil society, government, and media. Amadou Wuri Jallo, coordinator and communication officer of ActionAid The Gambia, described the training as timely, emphasizing that sustainable development and inclusive governance can only be achieved when young people are actively involved in decision-making processes.
We recognize that youth are not just the leaders of tomorrow. They are the driving force of today. Their voices must be heard in national dialogues, policy formulation, and civic engagement. Therefore, we are committed to empowering young people with the skills, knowledge, and platforms needed to actively participate in governance. We achieve this through initiatives that strengthen youth leadership, provide capacity building, and support advocacy efforts that promote greater youth inclusion. However, ensuring meaningful youth participation is not the responsibility of one institution alone. Our efforts complement those of the government of the Gambia in creating an enabling environment where young people have the space, tools, and opportunities to thrive. Through partnership with civil society, the media, and other stakeholders, we amplify youth voices and ensure their contributions influence policies that directly.
Fatou Jeng, Knowledge Management and Communication Associate at the United Nations Peace Building Fund, noted that the training was designed to strengthen journalist capacities, stressing the importance of information sharing among young people and the media's role in raising public awareness.
As much as we want to do work, we want people in the media as well to be involved, because this is how you're going to raise awareness. This is how people are going to be informed of the possible dangers, the security alerts, and all of these things. And we can never do this alone. The PBF can never do all of this. Yes, we have the fundings, but we need the institutions, we need the media houses, and we need the people as well to ensure that work will effectively be done for the country.
Landin B. Sane, chairman of the Mansakonko Area Council, commended ActionAid for organizing the event and reiterated the council's commitment to collaborating with the organization to promote youth participation in civic spaces, describing this initiative as timely.
Youth need to be enhanced. Our youth need our attention, and our youth need us to invest in them for the purpose of not only today, but tomorrow. Not for them alone, but for our country. So because of that, coming with a program that will look at positive youth participation in the civic space is very important and is very timely. We are witnessing this indiscriminate, irregular migration, which is definitely affecting our youth corps, but our society in general. If you go to some communities, particularly in the rural areas,
He also highlighted ongoing efforts to enhance the inclusion of youth and women in district tribunals to foster good governance. Participants Aliou Jallo from the Fatou Network and social media influencer Bintu Sane stated that the training was vital for advocacy efforts on behalf of the young people, believing it would significantly impact their engagement in civic matters.
The fact that there are so many issues surrounding youth that are underreported by the media, and I feel like this training will help to enhance our capacity and also our knowledge, but again, reignite our interest in reporting on issues with regards to
I believe the importance of this training is not just for us to understand how to report, how to understand certain things, and also how to specialize as when for journalists, but also poets that are influencers. How do you also relate to people? How do you share information? And I think a lot of things that are happening in our country has been taught to us in this training, and that should be able to help us to be able to understand whenever we are on advocacy, whenever we're trying to talk to young people.
Through this initiative, empowering marginalized young people for inclusion in civic space and local infrastructure for peace project, ActionAid aims to provide journalists and bloggers with a comprehensive understanding of youth participation in civic spaces. Attendees gain insights into ethical reporting techniques and best practices for amplifying youth voices, reinforcing the media's role in fostering an informed society and encouraging youth involvement in the Gambia civic discourse. For Star TV News, this is Awasane.